Hi there, and welcome to the Old Forest Cave. Thank you for clicking on the thumbnail and all that. I'm currently up here just for a hike in my local woods, and I like to sit down here and have a campfire. That's what we are going to do now. And I want to talk about something that has been on my mind a lot lately, and for a long time actually. How do we find peace in a restless world? That's a difficult word to pronounce for a Norwegian, by the way. Can I just say the globe? World. We don't say the letter R we say R. But anyway. How do we find peace when everything seems to be 24/7, fast-paced, in your face, everywhere? How do we step out of that? It's easy to say how we should do it. You know, it's more of a problem, I guess, for most people to actually do it. I'm going to, by the way, attempt to light my fire using my fire striker here, made by my good friend Berserker Gang 2019. He is also on YouTube, so I'll need a flint for that. But I didn't find any dry grass, so I'm going to use some birch bark. I have everything here. What I did, and you will know this if you have been following my channel for some time, I threw away my smartphone. And you know, it's funny because people say that, oh, it's TV. The TV is programming you, brainwashing you, and yes, that might be true, but the smartphone is a much bigger problem. Okay. And also it grabs your attention, it keeps you looking, keeps you scrolling, and it's not really, most of the time, positive. Did you know that these algorithms, well, actually, I've read this several places, but I don't know for sure because I'm not the one writing the algorithms. I wouldn't know how to do that, but it's said that the one strongest thing that drives people into the algorithm, if you get my meaning, is a negative attention, or in other words, something you hate. If they can show you something you hate, you will stay on that platform. And that's a little bit concerning. Let's see. So the trick here is to get this in among the birch bark and see if we can do this without injuring if I can do this without injuring my fingers, it would be great. Hold on, while I talk as well. This channel, oh, by the way, I I take pride in keeping everything real and authentic, so nothing staged. Yeah. So I think that if you have something like a social media platform being designed to keep your attention through showing you things that you hate, you know, then it's not a good thing. You should probably leave that platform. And I know I'm here on YouTube now, and YouTube is, what's the word, rife with that kind of content. You know, if I made a video about, let's say, something that the Americans are obsessed with, transgender people using witch bathrooms, that video would get a lot of views. This video will probably not. And that should tell us something. That should tell us something about not only the human psyche, but also about this so-called modern society. There's an old song, Norwegian punk band, back when I was a young man, and they have this one line there. It goes like this. I won't sing it, but also it's in Norwegian, but translated it means, isn't it wonderful to have someone to hate? Yeah. And I didn't think much about that at that time, but now, yeah, that pinpoints what we're talking about here. Now, I also find that it's wise to stay away from negative people and people who have this sort of energy that stresses you out. You know, the kind of people who are always, there's always something there out of balance with nature. That's how I choose to put it. And it might seem heartless at times, but I find that sometimes you just have to cut all contact with those people. I know a lot of people, they say that it helped to stop watching the news. That might be, but I will say that, in my opinion, watching certain YouTube channels and social media channels and profiles is far worse, because they're always, you know, often they call themselves preppers, and it's all about how everything is going everything's going to end tomorrow. The world is ending tomorrow. It's that mentality. And it's a very stressful and unhealthy mentality to have. I also think that it's very beneficial to have some habits that forces us into a state of contemplation and reflection. And reading is one of those habits. Journaling is another good habit to have. And when you read a book, you know, it's very different from scrolling through social media or watching one of these silly fast-paced YouTube videos or TikTok videos with some guy or with his face in the camera talking fast and all that nonsense. When you read a book, you're actually training your mind to think thoroughly about things, and you're training your mind to imagine and to think in an abstract way, and that's something that will help us finding peace, because I think that without self-reflection and without knowing yourself, you can't really find peace. You wouldn't know what it is. You wouldn't be able to recognize it. So for me, I just choose to stay away from the things that are stressful and negative. I'm in a very fortunate position that way, because I'm a novelist, so I don't have a boss. I am my own boss, and I can go out here when I like, and sit by the campfire. And yes, most people, they don't have that luxury. I understand that, but still, I think we can all find these pockets within the week, you know, with spare time. And by the way, it's amazing how much spare time you will find that you actually had when you stop scrolling through social media. It's amazing. We're talking several hours every day. I do some sketching. It's I find it enjoyable, you know, and often I just sit here, you know, and I look at the trees. I listen to the wind in the trees and the birds. Sometimes the ravens fly by, you know, and I'm tempted to say that I am fortunate to have a beautiful life, and I think that that's mainly because I was able to get the stressful things out of the picture. That being said, you know, being on YouTube, and YouTube trying their best to become just another social media platform, it's not always enjoyable, you know. But hopefully what I can do here on my channel here is what I appreciate other YouTube creators for doing, which is to create some kind of inspiration for you, so that you can go out there, find that peace, and create that beautiful life yourself, you know. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say here in this video. I know it's not a message that will go viral. That's okay. We all know how this works. But if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'll do my best to bring you some moments of peace and tranquility and reflection here up in my local forest. Okay, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Okay.